Hi, I'm Brandon,
And I'm Noah with the Paranormal Investigators of Milwaukee.
and this is the Paranormal Review.
Today we're talking about Mineral Springs Mall, which is located in Alton, Illinois. Alton, Illinois is just a short distance away from St. Louis, Missouri, which is across the Mississippi River and can be seen from the hotel itself.
The building was constructed in 1914 with the original intention to have it be an ice house for a local meatpacking company. However, when they were digging the foundation of the building, they found a naturally flowing mineral spring and pivoted quickly, turning it into a luxury hotel.
Early advertisements for the hotel boasted the largest swimming pool in Illinois and also the largest table seating up to 26 people.
Which ends up being pretty hard to talk to anybody at that table.
Yeah.
In 1972, the Springs closed down for good, and it allowed the building to fall into decay. However, in 1978, the hotel was restored by Robert Schubert, who opened it again as an antiques mall featuring shops and offices, renaming it the Mineral Springs Mall.
Over the years, there have been many claims surrounding accidental deaths, suicides, and even murders on the property. This was why we wanted to investigate this location on one of our annual expeditions. One of the most interesting claims at Mineral Springs Mall actually started back in the 1920s. Supposedly, a woman who had caught her husband cheating stabbed him in the face with the heel of her shoe, and he fell into the pool at the time and drowned before anyone knew what was going on.
As well, major claims of activity include the apparition of a little girl seen on the second floor who has a propensity to move around a stuffed bear that can also be found in this area.
There's also the famous Jasmine lady, who was seen on the stairway leading down from the second floor. Supposedly, she died accidentally when she tripped and fell and broke her neck. But this is not something that has been confirmed, and there are suspicions that her death may have been caused by her husband, who caught her cheating at the hotel.
There are also even more serious claims of an unseen force literally attacking people in the men's pool area. This includes being scratched or having objects thrown at them, and the activity seems particularly aggressive toward military service people and women named Rachel.
Strange, but true.
And of course, there are some standard claims that we've come to expect in most of the places we investigate. Things like footsteps being heard, shadows being seen, and EVPs being captured, and all of those are present here as well. Nothing ruins an investigation faster than having poor conditions to perform it in. Things like broken windows and rodent infestations can turn a night of recording audio and video in a location to a painful time finding and killing cockroaches.
Speaking of which, we saw a number of cockroaches on this investigation. They were literally everywhere, especially in the lower levels, of course. Since it's so close to the Mississippi River, it makes sense that they would be located there. And we also saw evidence of rodent infestations as well.
Always fun.
The building has also had problems with a homeless population gaining entrance to the lower levels, mainly off the river side of the building. As far as the difficulty of investigating Mineral Springs, we found it to be quite challenging.
So true. Balancing the anxiety around our equipment being safe as the second floor tenants come and go, and the inability to explore the first floor since it's mostly functional shops.
There are a large number of stairs to this building with 3 floors available to us, and the building is slightly slanted since it's built on the bank of the Mississippi River. That combined with the fact that there is a dirt floor basement in the section that's not by the pool, and there's not many lights in that area as well.
There is electricity throughout the building, but unsurprisingly, the outlets were not placed in consideration of paranormal investigators. So make sure to bring a lot of extension cables and potentially alternative powering methods, especially for equipment that's left in the basement.
Yeah, oftentimes we use things like battery packs during our investigations to ensure that we can still power what we need.
Sound and light contamination become another issue when considering Mineral Springs Mall. With the building located on the main street that runs through Alton, Illinois, there is a near constant amount of sound and light streaming through the building. There are also businesses nearby for good measure.
These include a casino, which is not too far away and can be heard during all hours of the night, as well as many bars that are right across the street from where the building is located. Another thing that should be noted is that not only can you hear a lot of sound coming from the second floor because the windows are not very good, but even in the basement where a road runs behind the building, you can still get traffic contamination.
So you're probably wondering how much this place costs. And Noah has the answer to that question.
I do. The cost to investigate Mineral Springs Mall is pretty reasonable at $200 per night, and you can have up to 10 people there. And you can investigate from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And we always like to try to get in there a little bit earlier, and so they were willing to negotiate an earlier start time for our investigation. I think we got in actually at 5 p.m.
And setting up an investigation with this place is a little obtuse. They don't have any information about it on their website, so the best you can really do is email them your selected date and just work with them to get something scheduled. The person that we dealt with was not terribly responsive, so it's recommended that you stay on them. And actually, something we've been doing a lot lately is using Facebook as a tool. Since their messenger is right on your phone, a lot of the time it will allow people to be a little more responsive. So that about does it for our paranormal review of Mineral Springs Mall.
Thanks for watching. As always, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you can be reminded when we have a new video. And if there's any questions that we didn't answer for you in this video, please leave them in the comments below. We'll make sure to answer those as soon as we can.
My name is Brandon.
And I'm Noah with the Paranormal Investigators of Milwaukee.
And this has been the Paranormal Review.
Yeah, I'm a little dirty, but it's okay.
It's loose! No!
That's the only reason why you wanted to do this.
Yeah, to get my nipple shadows in front of more people.
That's what I always wonder, Brandon.
That's what he always wonders, Brandon. It's fairly ineffective.
Awesome sauce. So
I would love to do that again.